and instead of me doing a very cringy normal stream, we're actually watching some BottleCap tournaments. BottleCap has been planning a 3v3 mystery tournament for quite a while now, so we will start off round 1 with Blue Waffles versus Team Violent. It's going to be very interesting, given how at least Team Violent has one NA player, and they're playing on EU ping. So I'm personally leaning towards Blue Waffles here, but you never know. This should actually end up being a very close game. I'm gonna head in, and this is my first time ever casting something that's not an actual normal traditional 6v6, so you guys will have to kind of bear with me a bit. Dark is going to leading, it looks like. Already, actually. Both compositions fairly weird. I'm personally leaning more towards the Waffles here, just because of the fact that that's a lot of damage, and I know that Violet has 2 supports, but you're really gonna have to rely on your Doomfist to do a lot of damage, and against a Hog, that's a lot. Like, you're asking a lot. So we're gonna see here, it looks like they're taking up in the control room where Violet doesn't know where to go. The Ana's pushing up too far. She's gonna learn. Oh, and Hog's already in. Very ballsy. Actually, manages to get out without being hard punished. So both teams here just don't quite know what to do yet. Looks like the Hog is waiting for the Doom to make a mistake. They're also trying to punish his Hog. Hog goes behind, gets punched. I believe he got kicked out of breather and he dies. He fed. We are gonna see them take space here. Good flash and stun, but doesn't seem Rin was ready to follow up on that. So now it's just Rin against 2, as he does actually find out the Ana, so that's actually a huge pick. This is very winnable still. He'll get Doom. All just comes down to Lucio. Can he hit the Lucio? This is a very Pago battle going on here. Just one shot. He got all 3. That he cannot make up. That was brilliant, actually. Just him knowing that he needed to play more passive since the Hog fed and died. Their team's already at a disadvantage and down to the 3v2. So a really great just game sense there from Rin, just knowing he has to play more passive instead of aggro. We're gonna see the waiting for Rin. He's actually just not coming on a spawn, okay. Actually, Violent has a very good composition here. As long as Meowsy and the Brig can just punish and brawl with that Reaper, they should be good, because Meowsy realistically shouldn't die if the Brig can keep her Inspire up long enough. And as long as Shira focuses on the Bastion, well, it's a pretty good look for him. We do see they're taking high ground, which actually is kind of questionable, because if you have that Bastion, you want to play a bit lower, because if you play up there, you can't really go terraform, because Hanzo shreds you. So you're going to see Tracer maybe go behind. I am a Walmart grade commentator. You're welcome. It's better in an actual like tournament. I've never casted something that's a 3v3. Shira's going low. Tracer's still in the back. The Brig needs to be checking for more. Yeah. This is actually a very good split from Blue Waffles. The Tracer's doing just enough to distract them, and now they're being pulled back because of her. They do force out a recall, but they can't actually go in on it. Reaper in the backline. On the Hanzo, no one held Shira. Wow. That was a great job and great execution from Waffles, just knowing how to confuse the enemy and splitting their attention. Once again, the comps are just very weird. We're gonna see triple DPS from Violent. I'm trying to think. So this is actually a very good composition, realistically, from Violent. The Torvid Junkrat can do a lot of things on this map. Very well as well. Like, the Junkrat can really just control the corridors. Pretty much, Waffles has no chance of playing up here successfully if the Junkrat will take that space, but it doesn't look like he will. He's playing in the smaller room, trying to go onto the Sombra, but, you know, that's never gonna work. Meowsy gets found out by the Sombra, and the Torb feeds. That's not what you want your Torb to be doing. In that situation, you wanted your whole team to play around that turret if you know they have a Sombra. That's a very unfortunate. Um, we see a triple tink comp coming out from Blue Waffles. And quite an interesting comp on the other side as well. The Bastion, Zen, Reinhardt. This should be interesting. I would actually say Blue Waffles wins this pretty easily if the Monkey can dive the Zen. Fucking Reinhardt pins in or something. But if they don't successfully kill that Zen first, I mean, Violet's really just gonna outlast them. I just see them play in this room. They're a very passive team. They're not too aggressive. And do remember that Exalidus is NA, so he's on probably about 130, 140 ping. I see him go up top, which I don't think is really the right move. See Monkey come in. Oh, the Monkey forces the Bastion down! And they're gonna drop with him. I mean, a very late drop. See, Zen actually falls somehow, but they get the Orisa. It just comes down to a Monkey, which they should be able to easily beat. Actually, Meowsie's won. Dead. All up to Sheer. Primal? Are you kidding me? We almost have a... But doesn't look like Shearer's... No, he has it. He's waiting. Bubble comes out. Wow. That was very interesting. It was huge for them to boop the Bastion down, but I feel like Violet was very lucky that the Bastion didn't die because they dropped way too late to help him out. If their team was actually focused on the Bastion, I mean, he would have been dead there in the first 5 seconds. Let's see here again. We're going to see a Torbs Zarya's in on the other side, and actually, that's probably going to get shredded against Team Violence here. Is kind of crouching, teabagging. Let's see what they're doing. Looks like the Torbs Zen are going to go high ground with the Zarya, actually. That's not a bad idea. As long as you control off the point with the turret, you should be okay. But then you also have to deal against the Pharah and the McCree, so it's not like the turret's going to have everlasting success. I'm going to see, I mean, they're just going to wait this out. See, pause. Places down his turret. They're actually going up top behind, so that's going to be really interesting. Seeing Meowsy is going to be really the clutch factor here, seeing how well she could deal with that turret. Oh, and she's already getting shredded by the Discord. They're going in, and they drop. They just give up the high ground, which... Oh, wow. Wow, Meowsy gets bodied by the Zen. But Zen's dead here by himself. That's quite unfortunate. Now it just comes down to the Torb, and you know, can't do much against what they're running. That's unfortunate. I don't know, Meowsy died there, but that was a very weird rotation, as I don't think they should have dropped high ground. To that point, they're kind of already ready for you, if that quite makes sense. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Realistically, these compositions can both succeed, but Team Violence composition is just so much better that they got the... I mean, they're lucky they got the Orisa. Not only can she do a solid amount of damage, she also shields her, you know, her team for taking all that extra damage that you would take from the Ashe, you know, the Dynamites. And it looks like they know that. They're not actually going to initiate too much like they have before. They're going to go straight high ground again. And they're going to be forcing Violent to try and take that from them. And we see Violent trying to poke him out, but that's not really going to work in this situation unless she gets some big Holt. It doesn't look like she's going for, which is really quite unfortunate. I mean, if you hold down the soldier, he's dead or Ashe. We're going to see halfway the coalescence for both teams, and wow, Shara gets really low. Lucky there, Meowsy keeps him up. And once again, I mean, Violent, they either need to push to high ground or go somewhere else. They can't poke here forever just because they're taking too much damage. A huge dynamite comes out actually from Rin. I mean, not Rin, not Drew. We do see coalescence online though. Nearly for both teams. We almost have a visor coming up for Shira as well. Coalescence is online for Meowsy. Rin almost has his. It just... Oh, wait. Aris is by himself. I don't think he knows that. Ooh, they're playing too dangerous. My advice would either get the high ground or don't. Don't just stand there all day and receive that damage, because then you're just giving them ult charge. And since you're on the low ground, it's typically a lot harder to build stuff like that. So we do have both Colossus online. We have a Visor nearly coming online for both teams. Even a Bob coming on soon. Seems pretty unsuccessful holds here as they're just waiting up top. The Ashe here, she can get a pretty big dynamite if they do decide to push point. These holds are just going way too far up. I don't think he plays Orisa. I think that's a fair statement. It's pretty... Yes, he's not stopping them when he gets to the thing. He's just launching all the way up. They don't know what to do, but we do see literally every ult coming online soon for both teams, so honestly at this point I favored Violent's team composition more because of the Orisa, but they've poked out too long, so this Bob is going to be the deciding factor. See Visor come online for both teams. Personally, I would rather have both teams wait for their Visor out as the Ashe falls and she had Bob and Bongo comes out. What a play. Now they're just going to be chasing down the soldier. So trying to win the 1v3 versus Moira, Orisa, and soldier. It's not really going to work. Wow. So that's really unfortunate, as I don't believe both teams should have Visor during the coalescence just because the Moira was able to top him off and keep him alive through that. But somehow the Ashes found out when she had Bob, and that's unfortunate. That's the last thing you wanted to happen in that situation. As her ultimate, realistically, out of all teams, was going to be the biggest. Are you going to see weird comps from both sides, but well, it looks like maybe Blue Waffles has the advantage here, just due to the Mercy. The Mercy pretty much guarantee like another life as long as she doesn't die first. We are actually going to see Shira find Fozbaz. Wow, what a play from Shira. And they're going to be going on the defensive here. Unless if the Mercy is going to go for some ballsy res, but I doubt she will. See Genji's trying to do the most he can. Meowsie's ball tech is superb, to say the least. At least, they are going to fall out here. Zarya's going to drop and actually find Rin. And that's a very bad play from Blue Waffles, is just trying to stay there and poke out. They just needed to get out of there as fast as possible. And unfortunately, the Genji put that Rin in that situation to stay, as she needed to keep him up. We're actually going to see another few interesting compositions here. I actually quite favor Blue Waffles again. I really like the Ana with the junk. Realistically, it's the same thing as I said earlier. If you control the control room, you're taking away a huge part of the map for them to actually just find success in. But they also do have the Mei, so I mean, it could be a pretty equal battle here. As we're going to go on to Fozbaz's view and see if you can find anything here. I don't think they quite know where they are. Now they do.
Enemy eliminated.
Take your medicine. Healing. Go. I'll keep you healed.
Enemy eliminated. Winner. Score 4-4. 3, 2.
Alright, sorry about that. I had something come up. I actually didn't even get to watch most of that. We're gonna see another composition come out here. Let's see a Hog Summer Sim. That's actually very nice. I like that. Especially it's hard for the other team to initiate. The Sommer just needs to find the hack off of either Ring or the Brig and just easily focus one of them. As Meowsy immediately finds the hack onto the ball there. Not able to do much. And Meowsy always... She didn't Oh, that's so bad. She didn't place her translocator anywhere, so she just kind of stuck there after the hack. And that's a very... You can tell it's a very inexperienced Sommer there if that happens to you. So already, they're at a disadvantage. Unless if... I don't think it's losable, though. I mean, obviously it's losable, but I don't think it's a guaranteed loss. As if you have Hog, let's be honest, it's never completely losable. Realistically, if they can just kill this Brig first, they should be good. Ren goes down pretty low, but he's gonna get out pretty easily. They need to find a way to get this Brig out. If they get this Brig out, they stand a very good chance at winning this, but they're playing a bit too passive to actually win this game, as I know they're down one, but to me it really feels like they need to be the initiators here. Catch them off guard and hopefully get that Brig. See a little crouch hog going tactical. See, ball comes out. Sim's actually trying to move up as well. Against the Brig by herself. That's huge actually though. Oh, but he didn't. She had shield, so he couldn't hook. That's very unfortunate, as that Brig was very killable. He does actually land the hook and gets her. Now this is a very fair fight. Whole hog comes out. He's gonna get the ball. Oh, but he doesn't get the echo. This could actually go either way, as echo just does have range on the sim. Shira's getting aggressive. I think Shira should just play defensive here. You can wait this out all day, to be honest. Shira doesn't know where the echo is. There we go. We're going to see Echo actually move around to closer to her spawn. She doesn't quite know if she should initiate, which, if I'm her, why not just go to top of the point right there and spam out? Because realistically, the Symmetra's not going to hit you middle of the air, and you get just an easier time. And she has clone Sim almost as wall. Ooh, I'm not sure if that wall was needed. That's actually very early. Fozba is struggling to get his ultimate online. Shira really cannot risk getting hit by one of these orbs, as Foz will get his ult. Doesn't do anything, but it does reset his health. And that is something that's going to be very helpful for Foz. He not only forces out wall, but he's going to get full health back against something that realistically he should have an easy time going against. I mean, that's just amazing. We're going to see them trying to poke each other out. I don't like the idea of Sim just trying to risk his health, just trying to get an orb on Echo. And he actually does find one as Foz is just standing in front of it. The beam's going to come out. Shira goes down. That's so unfortunate. In that situation, you're not going to outpoke an Echo. You're just going to be losing health, and you're not going to be winning the poke war. I'm not a fan of what he tried doing there. We're going to see Pharah Bap. One of the best, obviously one of the best duos in the game. I mean, who needs Pharah Mercy when you have Pharah Bap, to be honest? Realistically, though, I like the other team's composition a lot more. Double support Sigma. I mean, you're not dying in that composition. You really shouldn't unless you feed. The Baptiste, as long as he has a Sigma on Mercy, he should be able to deal with the Pharah quite easily. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. See Bap already taking a lot of damage. See, already finds the Pharah? As Foz just kind of feeds. Interesting. There you go on the other team. Meowsie's like a mile behind their team. She has no idea what's going on. They find the Mercy and Ashe jumps off map. I can't tell if she jumped off or she coach gunned off. I'm gonna have to get a replay of that later. That's amazing, actually. If that was a coach gun off the map, I genuinely love this tournament already. As we have some pretty bronze players entering. It's actually a very weird composition. I like this though. The Amp Bastion. You can't possibly name anything more terrifying than a speeding Bastion going into your backline. It looks like they're gonna go high ground again. It's the last thing they did when they had the high ground. And it's gonna work a lot better this time just because you do have a healer and a shield. But to be fair, I mean, Team Violent also has a lot of spam damage, so Sigma shield isn't really going to matter. They're actually, Orisa's going to rotate. I don't think her team is coming. Yeah, they are. Just very slowly. They need to push this fast before he gets set up. For some reason, the Bastion's not. There he goes. I don't know how the Lucio gets picked there. I'm sorry, he just fed. In that situation, there's no reason for you to not be wall riding on this wall right here. You're just taking unnecessary damage if you don't. And the Bastion feeds. What is this? And I don't think that was on purpose. I don't quite know what I'm witnessing here, as waffles just look like bronze players in a diamond game. um, actually, I like the composition a lot from Violent again. Realistically, just pocket your monkey and good things are gonna happen. Great things will happen, but we do see right out the Doom, and if Doom can find the Yana first like he did last time, who knows? This could go either way. Let me see. Waffles take high ground again, which doesn't really make a lot of sense with their composition, but you know, Slay Queens, do what you need to do. Lucio scouting out, realizes they're there, maybe getting ready for a dive here. Pause is gonna drop, go back up. It's a waste of a booster. Unless if he was trying to bait them, but I don't think they'd dive a D.Va. Oh my god, what am I watching? That was, as much as I want to say that was Lucio just being dumb and going too close, which realistically was the case, but that was also a really lucky pin. Just gonna go on the Ana here. Yeah, your sleep was valiant, but yeah, you're not gonna survive that. Wow. Waffle should not have won that. I don't know what the Lucio's thinking. Oh, we're seeing a very, oh, I hate these compositions. Oh my god. This is in my nightmares. Not only do you have a Hog Zarya, but you're also gonna have a Mei. And on the other side you have a Moira Brig Doom. I hate that so much. I can't stand to look at this. This is disgusting. Realistically, this could go either way, just how cancer both comps are. But the enemy team has Brig. They're behind him, they have no idea. Wow. That is very poor awareness from Team Violent. As they literally have no idea they're behind them. Do they know what the Brig is? Where's the Brig? That's the Moira, but... Oh, Brig was at spawn? I don't know if she's AFK or scouting something out, but obviously it doesn't help. You know where they both are now, and this is most likely going to be the fall of Team Violence here. Wall comes out, stun comes out. She's walled off from her Moira, which is very unfortunate, and yeah, that's a death there, unfortunately. The Moira is trying to draw this out. Just go ahead and die. You're not winning this. Oh my god. I don't know how she actually was able to fade out. That should have been an easy hook. Ooh. Well, personally, I think this is where Waffles really gets the edge. Not only do you have just two healers, but the Sombra should be able to do just enough for the Pharah is kind of useless. If she just repeatedly hacks the Pharah, then you should be okay, and your Pharah has no source of heals, and your Bastion doesn't have a shield, so this D.Va, realistically, in a 3v3 situation like this, D.Va needs to try and DM both of them to keep them from dying, but you're using so much of your Matrix just to keep them alive, it's like, I don't know if it's really going to work out here, and Salas knows this Sombra somewhere behind him, he's just checking out for it. He will force the translocate, no? And he gets, wow. Foz has been probably the most interesting player of this match. I don't want to say the worst because that's a little rude, but he's been undoubtedly a bronze player. See Bastion actually able to get the D-Mech off, or not beat Bap. The Moira's left to die here as Team Violence cleaned this up. Very poor play from Waffles, just not being able to clean up the Pharah. I mean, she has no heals, and realistically, the Bap and Sombra could do enough to her to win. I don't know why this Moira is still alive. They're struggling very, very hard to kill this Moira. Oh my god. I don't know what I'm watching. This is very interesting. That was game gets paused. I guess they needed a pause for some reason. Don't know why. It looks like Blue Waffles called for a pause. Weird. Well, we're gonna do it too, just because that's how Moira works. It's pretty broken. We all know that. You know, Moira stunks. Let's see mech come online. She's gonna get her mech back in runs. Personally, I don't know why he's still alive. It's pretty weird. She's gonna go high ground. They know she's out there, but realistically, I mean, they're not gonna chase her all the way up. And as they do, they drop. This diva needs to be saving her boosters for the fades. And this is where Rin dies. Surely. I'm going to mauled watching this. I can't. I'm sorry for anyone else that has to watch this. I don't know how the Moira's not dead yet. She shouldn't be alive. And the Bastion's not gonna heal? Okay, he is. I was so worried. He just was trying to shoot. Oh, okay. And she doesn't Cole. She walks in front of the Bastion, because why not? That was cringe. I don't know why that Moira was alive for so long. We're going to pause this round as Waffles needs it. So, tied match, actually, and I don't want to say both teams have played particularly well. It's been a kind of a combination between feeding and who's lucky, seems like it. However, in this situation, there's no way Waffles loses this round, surely. I mean, the Hanzo and the McCree pretty much makes Torp Turret useless. The Widow's gonna have a hard time finding value with that shield up. And then Meowsy Zen is, I mean, that's all I have to say. Personally, though, I like the compositions from both sides. I think they've been pretty balanced, you know, each round. It's just, Waffles feeds, Meowsy team gets lucky, but then Waffles is just more mechanically gifted. So, it's very interesting to see all this happen. And we're just waiting for the pause, waiting for whenever Waffles are ready. As we do have more matches today, and they will possibly be streamed not only on this channel, but also on Hitkin Heroes channel. His channel is actually in the server, if you want to go ahead and join the server. It's worth your time, trust me. Actually, I'll probably have to link it. I'll link it after this. It will be in the bio. Not bio, the description. But it's definitely worth it, as we're going to have, hopefully, some more smart teams play. I actually can't wait to see some of these other teams play as well. Like I said, if I could read off the actual list. So we have the Cheese Lovers versus the winner of whoever wins this. But if we go back into the first round, Twitch Prime versus Bro Moment. Twitch Prime, aka Chobi's team. It's going to be interesting to see if Chobi is flexible enough to win a tournament like this. He's quite known for being a Bastion one-trick, but I have confidence that a Bastion one-trick can spread his wings and just learn new heroes. And in the second round, we are going to have Jelly and the Sims versus Raiders, but better. Yes, Tourney Pestis versus the winner of round 2. And then Kitsune Demons versus the winner of round 3. So, it's going to be very interesting. Still, during the pause. Trying to wait for Sleepy, aka Naju. However you want me to pronounce that, comes back. I'm just going to call him Sleepy. I'm too tired to be casting an EU game. I better get paid to do this. Me and my dollar store casting. Not only do I have to do a 3v3 cast for the first time, I also have to solo cast, which I'm a color commentator. People don't seem to understand that I don't solo cast or main cast. It's actually very hard trying to keep this entertaining while AFK. Like the thing about casting, you never want it to go silent, right? So I have to just make up random stuff and talk just to not look dumb. But yeah. They're actually going to play the round without him, if he's not out. We're going to see this. Where is it? I'm trying to think more about the composition. I don't know, realistically, how well it's going to do. I mean, you get outpoked, but you have heals. Given Zen heals, not a lot of heals still. We're gonna see Unpause finally coming out. Praise the Lord. The gaming gods, they do exist and they do hear us. See, they're going in. If I was Blue Waffles here, I'd go straight for the high ground once again. You're not going to get outpoked against the composition, especially with the shield. Twid, shut up, you can get off my stream, feeder. Let's see here. I don't know what they're really trying to do. Just sitting there. They're too slow. They're always just kind of waiting, very slowly moving forward. We're gonna see a nice rotation actually coming out from Waffles. Trying to catch him off guard, which actually looks like it did work, though struggling to find the kill. See what? Oh, maybe getting too close, as McCree could have honestly gone for a flash there. Turret's up, but of course immediately going to get destroyed against McCree Hanzo. Holt comes out, doesn't really find anything. Let me see what Shira can do here on the Widow. As doesn't quite know where to look. A little confused. As Meowsy immediately gets found out, and so does the Torb. And yeah, that's game. Sorry, Shira, but it looks like you're dead here. Quite unlucky. Nice little shot in the Ursa, but that will be game. And we do see Blue Waffles actually go away here with the win, as they will be advancing Poke Comps in the 2v3 tourney. True. To be fair, it's a mystery hero thing, so they didn't get to choose it, but there's been a lot of Poke Comps here today. So we do see them fall. I can't personally remember if we're doing a loser's bracket. Unfortunately, Team Violent is going to fall, and they will not be advancing further into the future rounds. As our next game should actually be Twitch Prime versus Bro Moment here in about an hour and a half maybe. So it's gonna be quite interesting to see Chobi, the Bastion One Trick, the NA streamer himself, do a quite, I guess you could say, flexible tournament. I mean, I'd say you have to be, you know, semi-flexible to play every hero in the game. Just little talented. I think that's going to be it for this stream, as we don't have the teams here yet, but I will go live once again as soon as the other teams come out, and thank you.